believe we are up and running. So this week's topic, AI in restaurants from buzzword to bottom line. Now, this is not necessarily a high-level training. This is more of an awareness. I want you to be aware as independent restaurant owners, what's happening with AI in the restaurant world, what the big chains are doing. I mean, we can't go an hour anymore today without hearing the buzzword AI. AI is in everything, and it really is in everything that's going to be impacting your restaurant. Chains like Applebee's and Red Lobster are already using AI to streamline operations and grow profits. But here's the good news. As independently owned restaurants, you can adopt the same tools at a low cost with less red tape than the big chains have to go through to adopt AI. So AI also isn't robots in the kitchen yet. It's software or applications that uses your data to help you run leaner and smarter and more profitably. By the end of the session, you'll know how AI is already reshaping full service restaurants and 3 ways that you can start putting it to work in your own restaurant. So again, this is more of an awareness, not necessarily a detailed training. So how are our full service restaurants already using AI? There's an application called Restoke. It is based out of Australia. It's an AI platform that integrates with existing restaurant systems, handling operations like purchasing, inventory, and team management. This is an area where AI is going to start to come in the next year. You're going to see it prevalent in the area of purchasing. If you plug it into your inventory management system and you plug it into your purchasing systems with your main suppliers, it's going to start to take over your purchasing, understanding where your inventory levels are, refining your par values, and understanding what needs to be ordered this week on Tuesday or this week on Friday. It's already shown results of a 90% reduction in waste because of smarter purchasing and smarter inventory control, and a 4.5% lower cost of goods sold. So that can interpret into savings of $8,000 per week within a month on high volume restaurants. Restoke. It's not very prevalent yet in the US, but it's coming, and there'll be other applications that do similar things, maybe within the systems that you're already using. Margin Edge AI forecasting, something that we've already covered in previous trainings. It's recently rolled out an AI sales forecasting that uses the point of sale data, historical patterns, and even external factors like weather or events in your neighborhood, in your area, to help operators plan labor and purchasing with greater accuracy. We've talked about in prior trainings, reducing food costs and reducing labor costs are easier to implement when you know what's coming next week, the week after, and the week after that. This is what the AI sales forecasting is going to start to refine for us. Presto, this is a guest experience application, and it powers major chains like Applebee's, Chili's, and Red Lobster with AI-driven tabletop tablets, handhelds, and vision tools that boost check averages and improve service speed. This is an AI application that you're probably not seeing in your point of sale systems yet, but it will be coming, and you need to be aware that these tools are coming to help you boost your check averages and improve your service speed. So let's talk about industry adoption. So these tools are there many times in what you're already using, but they don't automatically trigger. You have to be aware that they're there. You have to trigger them yourself, and you have to understand how to use them and what it means to your workflow and to your operations. So study shows 95% of independent full service restaurants are now using some form of AI tool, but it's often built into systems they're already using. This isn't a future trend. It's already here in your peer group. So the takeaway is both chains and independents are seeing measurable profit gains by plugging in the AI tools. And some of your applications, like we said, they're already there, but you've got to turn them on and plug them in. All right, the back office advantage for independently owned restaurants. AI forecasting, tighter labor and food costs. I'm going to embellish this point a little bit. Sales forecasting. AI predicts sales by the day and even the hour with greater accuracy than gut feel or spreadsheet tools that you can put into play. Tools like Margin Edge, we've talked about that, 5 Out and Toast, they analyze your point of sale data, seasonality over the past recent years, and they even look at weather events, weather coming, and events in your neighborhood. Labor scheduling, forecasting accuracy means you can right-size your schedule, preventing overstaff, labor bleed, which we've spent a lot of time here talking about managing your labor and reducing labor costs. It'll also help you prevent understaffing in service that leads to service damage. They connect with tools like 7 Shifts, Harry, and Deputy. Food cost. Forecasting ties directly into purchasing. Order what you'll actually sell, less spoilage and waste. Consider restock, or extra chef by Toast. This is where AI is going to start to understand the forecasting, whether it has its own forecasting tool or you plug in the forecast from another tool like Margin Edge, and it's going to start to understand that and take over your purchasing so that you're stocking and inventorying the exact pinpointed par values. So AI forecasting is a profit weapon and helps you control labor and food costs to your biggest line items. Guest experience and revenue growth. Smart reservations and no-shows. AI predicts cancellations and helps optimize table turns. This means more guests served per shift, fewer empty tables from no-shows. There's AI application in OpenTable. There's one in 7 Rooms. Things that you want to look into to start to understand how you can implement them in your restaurant. Many of you are using OpenTable. You might want to trigger the AI function to help predict cancellations and keep your dining rooms full. Menu intelligence. We just recently did a training on menu engineering, so AI can start to identify the winners and the underperformers on your menu based on contribution margins, which we talked about exactly how to do that with spreadsheets, but it's a little bit of a laborious, tedious task to keep up those spreadsheets and keep analyzing the data. AI may start to take that over for you and help you identify those winners and underperformers. And then you decide what to do with those winners. You suggest price adjustments for underperformers, and you promote the winners to maximum profitability without alienating guests. Tools like Brizzo Food Metrics, Extra Chef, and 5Out all have these built into them, and others will start to have it as well. Marketing personalization. AI-powered loyalty platforms target the right offers to the right guest, increasing repeat visits and average spend per customer. Bento box, thanks, and pop menu. So there was this case study, a 75-seat Italian restaurant in Chicago. They increased their average check by $7 after implementing the AI-driven menu analytics and server recommendations, resulting in an additional $215,000 in annual revenue. Now, that's a big jump in annual revenue. That covers a lot of spend before and allows you to get a high ROI on spending on these AI tools. Most of them are not very expensive. You need to make a decision to spend in areas where you can get the ROI, return on investment, and implement them where you see fit. AI helps independents not just save money, but drive more revenue per guest. Okay, getting started with restaurant AI. How do you implement these? Here's a process to go through to start to pick which AI tools will make an impact in your restaurant and how to take the next step. Pick one problem to solve. Focus on a specific pain point like labor bleed or food cost or reservation no-shows. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Pick an area where you feel like it's low-hanging fruit and you can have the biggest impact on your profitability Look for AI tools. First, look within applications that you're already using and implement some AI tools to help you impact the bottom line. Plug into existing systems. Choose tools that work with your current point of sale, your current payroll, or your current reservation system. We've talked about Toast, Extra Chef, Margin Edge, 7 Shifts, Open Table. All these are applications that many of you are using. Many of you are using all of them, and they all have AI features that you need to learn and understand and start to plug into your operations. Measure results in dollars. Track the financial impact. Not just it's a cool tech factor. Hey, we're using AI. No, the whole reason is to impact the bottom line, improve profits and cash flow, and continue to be aware of where AI is working in your competitors' restaurants, where AI is being plugged into your existing tools. That's going to be a main part of our focus with our existing clients over the next coming months and years is learning how to use AI, learning how to trust AI, and maybe not where so much you should trust AI, trust but verify, and use the tools that are out there, the technology that's out there to impact your bottom line. And oftentimes with a low upfront cost and high return on investment. So you don't need to be a tech expert or have massive budget. Start with one tool that addresses your biggest cost challenge or your biggest inefficiency challenge. The best part, unlike chain restaurants, you can make decisions quickly without corporate approval processes. Your agility is your advantage. So from insight to action, AI delivers real results. AI is already delivering measurable profit improvements in full service restaurants across the country. These aren't theoretical benefits. They're already being proven. They're already in place. They're showing up on the bottom line. So start to educate yourself, start to understand, and start to implement. Independents have equal access. You have the same access to these powerful tools as the big chains without the corporate red tape. You can implement quickly and it gives you a competitive advantage. Your next step, if you want to see how forecasting and smarter financial tools can directly impact your cash flow and profits, schedule a profit and cash flow analysis with us. I'm going to leave a link in the comments below to my calendar. Schedule a time. I would love to talk to you about your restaurant, your circumstances, what's impacting your profit and cash flow, and how perhaps some of these tools can help you impact your bottom line. Until next time, have a great week, and we'll see you next week with another lesson on Facebook Live.